Bitcoin is not crypto and crypto is not Bitcoin. Those two terms are used interchangeably, but they're not the same. I'm going to show you guys one little thing here that's interesting, but also proves my point that things are much different than what you see on the surface. So here, my good friend Dan Held, and I say good friend in terms of, I see a lot of his content and respond to a lot of his content. And he is an OG in the space, okay? But here he posts something here that the original Bitcoin logo posts 12 years ago. So this would be some, nerdy forum for, Bitcoin developers and whatnot. The community at that time, as small as it was, as select as it was, this is how they would communicate and through these forums or messages, whatever platform they were using. And here's what it was. And it's funny here because the user is BitBoy, and that's not the original. That's the original BitBoy, not the BitBoy on YouTube today. So very interesting that that's the same name. But here's the title of this message was more Bitcoin logos, buttons, and also some other graphics. And the message goes on to say, "Hi guys, just dropped by to say hi and to share with you some of the graphics I have done. Feel free to download. All files are in PNG format and almost all of them with transparent background. Hope you'll find them useful." And you guys can see the logo right here. All right, pretty well defined and looks pretty similar considering it hasn't changed in 12 years. And why is this relevant? Why did I say that Bitcoin is not crypto? You look at the date here. This is November 1st, 2010. The protocol has not changed since that time period when it was released. Over 12 years now. It's been running. It can't be hacked. It can't be changed. You don't need any trust involved to run it. It's borderless. Like all the properties that were inherent to the Bitcoin protocol from day one, they just continue. And they have continued. And nothing has fundamentally changed. Look at the logo. Even the logo hasn't changed. So the protocol was born around that time, but the brand, the community, some would say the Bitcoin maxis out there, the cult-like behavior, all stem from the same time period and have not changed. If anything, it's gotten stronger over the time. So how is this different from crypto? Well, you look at ETH, you look at any other, and ETH came several years after this and then took some time to kind of gain that following as well. But they've moved from proof of work to proof of stake in terms of their consensus. So they've had a fundamental shift. They're trying to do things differently. They're trying to change. And they are the biggest, altcoin, as they call them, anything outside of Bitcoin. And now you look at the rest of the coins, all of them that are out there, all the protocols that are out there, they're all fairly new. In fact, the 2000 and if you look at the top 10 coin market cap of 2017, I think ETH is the only one that continues to be there today. So most of them fell out of there, no longer exist, or they're like zombie projects, meaning they're not doing anything, but they're just kind of floating around. So when people say Bitcoin and they mean crypto, or they say crypto and they mean Bitcoin, they're not the same. They are not the same at all. Right now, as Bitcoin moves, the rest of the crypto world moves 100%. Bitcoin is king of the jungle, and it can be looked at as the entire crypto market because it's the biggest market cap and it kind of leads the way for everybody else. But I want to dispel that notion that when you talk about one, you automatically talk about the other. It's not like that. We've got a system that's decentralized as anything out there and fully secured, borderless, nobody controls it. And you can't say that for many of the projects out there. As much as they say that they are decentralized, or as much as they say they're here for the people, in the end, when you look under a lot of the hoods for these projects, it's actually controlled by a select few. That's not Bitcoin. And so I wanted to highlight this. I thought this was very interesting on its own, that he could actually pull up, an actual post or email or whatever message this is of the actual logo being created, or at least floated as an idea, and the fact that it hasn't changed at all. The fact that the protocol hasn't changed since then. Sentiment around the protocol may change, but nothing else has. It's gotten stronger. The fundamentals have gotten stronger. So next time you are speaking or asking a question, just make sure that you kind of keep this separation in mind, that Bitcoin does not automatically mean cryptocurrency, the whole market. And cryptocurrency doesn't necessarily mean Bitcoin. So you got to be specific in what you're talking about. I wanted to share that with you. It is something that took me some time to kind of get my head around. It's a no-brainer at this point.